Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back to another Bannerlord episode for Realm of Thrones mod. Today we are getting our clan tier up so that we can progress north and join the Night's Watch. Now, this video is going to be, the audio is done over it. As you can see, we're at 49 renown out of 50. I've had to redo the audio. We had some errors. We've stopped the last episode just before going into the salt pans so that we can rank up our party, and then we'll be heading north to join the men of the intrepid Night's Watch. Now, there is a lot of fighting in this episode, which is the only reason that it wasn't scrapped and I didn't just redo it. There was a lot of awesome battles. Like, we had battles against the Umbers, the Karstarks. We take a couple bandit hideouts. There's a lot to see. And I think you guys will be genuinely shocked with the state of the North when we get there. As you know, when we left off last episode, we didn't have much. At the moment, we're just trying to get our way through this tournament, though. Yeah, that guy got dismounted. Take out Sarah Cox. We faced her last episode. And she's down. Alright, now for Bessie Bracken. Defeat her. Crossbowman's aiming at me. We'll block that. Our man's down. Riverland House Guard. Block the next crossbow bolt. And finish him off. Riverland's House Guard is down. Alrighty. Let's move to the next stage of the tournament, shall we? We'll get the bets going. We've got to make money. You'll notice we also have a lot more money than we did last time. Obviously, that's from all the tournaments and things like that I've been doing to get us up to Clan Tier 1. Didn't want you guys to have to endure, sitting there through the endless tournament grind that is Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord. If you guys have played the game a lot, you'd know full well at the start of every playthrough there's the terrible grind that it takes to get your clan tier up. Alrighty, we'll take out that guy. Now we'll move towards this horseman. See if we can... Oh, what a shot! Man got knocked the f*** out! Damn. Alrighty. Go to the next one. Bet it all. Bet it all. I'm a gambling man, Mr. Sausage is. Cover our guy here. See if he can get some shots off. I think they both missed. Oh, that one was a headshot. You'd think he would have died pretty quickly after that. Riverland's elite swordsman. Ooh, and that one is down. Moving on to the finals. Our one-handed skills advanced to 46. We're becoming a great swordsman of Westeros. One day we'll be known as a man on the same level as Sir Barristan Selmy. Drink some of that energy. If you guys are enjoying the series so far, feel free to drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you'd like us to do with the rest of this playthrough. What you want to see, if there's specific soldiers you want us to go recruit, we can get a small vanguard parties going. Primarily, we will be using mostly Night's Watch soldiers. Our current party right now, at this point, is about 21 men made up of Riverlands, Northerners, basically anyone we could grab at the time. A couple of Free House archers. Battle against the Hill Tribes and the Looters. Time to deal with these guys, huh? I fought with the Hill Tribes, as Tyrion would say, only, with way less money. Obviously, we're rich, but we're not as rich as that guy, that's for sure. Alrighty. We'll let them have their slow advance towards us. Archers at the ready. Loose! Excellent. Right along our lines. Some fierce peasants we have in our force. That man is holding that mace in a very interesting manner. Infantry, charge! We have one Night's Watch soldier in our force at the moment. We take out the hillmen and the looters. Excellent. Alright. A bit of experience for our men, and they're going to need it because there is a hideout in these parts. I have heard whispers of robber knights moving in. Now guys, I've never done a voiceover before, so would really appreciate any support you could place on the video, as It's not my best quality, and I apologize for that. But we have epic battles, and I could not afford to let you guys miss them. Also, I kept us at 49 renown out of 50 to ensure that we could, you guys could see the transition into Tier 1 clan status, but then my audio messed up, and I really didn't want to let you guys down with losing out on that experience, so here we are. We'll upgrade some of our men to take this on. They've all got some good experience. Get some Northern Winter Warriors. We'll leave the Freehouse Levies. Some Riverlands Footmen. Some more infantry units. Alrighty, wait until nightfall so that we can actually move into this hideout. Oh, excellent. Oh, the battle of the Trident's up there. It's a very small town. I expected the Trident. I don't know why. The way they talk about, the battle of the Trident, I would have expected the victory they had at the Trident to be like commemorated with, building a larger town or a fort of some kind. But no, it's just a shitty little village. If anyone has any clarification on that, by the way, if I'm incorrect and in the books they've mentioned that, the town was actually quite large at the Trident, I'd very much be interested to hear. Any facts and tidbits you guys have about Game of Thrones, I'm always interested to hear them. Really, it just adds to the lore of our campaigns, realistically. You can try and intertwine what you guys are talking about into the story. Alrighty, see, these are robber knights, so a lot of them are actually quite heavily armored, which is why we had the need to upgrade our men. Although once we get to the end here, there's a lot of scouts and stuff. Alrighty, continue moving forwards. Push through the caves, men! Through the caves! Alrighty. Into the dimly lit caverns. Try and find us some bandit scum. Or as they would be called in Star Wars, you rebel scum. Can I chop some wood? I want to chop some wood. Oh, okay. Can't chop wood. Don't get the option. You're not allowed to chop wood. This is not Bannerlord RPG mod. Alrighty. We'll push up here and see if we can find some... God damn it! Why? Why must there be no dudes? There's no dudes! My men went this way! No! I'm not gonna kill the last guy. I suppose we'll just have to challenge Sir Douchebag to a duel. The leader of the robbers. Robber Knights. That's one big shield, man. I aspire to gain a shield of that magnitude. Very well, I shall duel you, sir. I'll give you time to draw your sword. You are a knight, after all. Even though you have become a bandit, you were once a man of honor, and should die as a man of honor. In a one-on-one duel of skill. Of which you do not have much. Ha-ha! Alright. Keep moving on up. We don't need those sturgeons, obviously, because that would be a bit game-breaking as far as the atmosphere of the whole thing being Game of Thrones. It would be kind of hilarious to see like Imperial legionaries and stuff from the original Bannerlord running around and fighting wildlings, but at the same time, the armor that those guys have, I feel, is a lot more beefy than what our men wear, which could feel almost like cheating. So we're not going to do that. We've got a lot of trade goods. We've got some horses to make sure we can get around. We've locked them so that we don't accidentally sell them. I think we'll chuck on this step horse instead of the pack mount we were using. Get a bit more speed on our cavalry so that we've got a better charge bonus. We've got some mules, some sumpter horses, a lot of step horses. Went and bought them from the Dothraki. When I was trying to level up after concluding the last episode, we went for a small journey to the lands of Vice Dothrak. Got sent to escort a merchant, and he led us on a merry chase all the way across Essos. It was crazy. Went from I think it was Castle Black all the way to um, marine, which is a long distance to run. Had to buy a lot of food on the way. We've got the Blackfish sieging the Twins. This is a bit of a turnaround. Rise of the House Tully! The Blackfish never surrenders. Alrighty. We keep on keeping on. Past Moat Kalen, which the Starks have currently got locked down. Rob Stark over here. Now, we'll zoom on out and we'll start making our way up north, up towards Winterfell. I hear tales of tournaments in Winterfell. One, because I'm talking as future Liam, and two, because, well, every time I've gone past Winterfell, it's had a tournament. I wonder if you go down to King's Landing, if it's just permanently got tournaments going. I don't know. We'll figure that out one day when we siege it and become the king of the Nine Realms. Wait, no, 7 Kingdoms. Jesus. 9 Realms. Here I am talking like we're from Asgard. Alrighty. We're going to raise the Meek because we're probably going to have a lot of low tier troops for a long time. Actually, no, cultural increase with NPCs of the same culture to us, meaning we'll be able to recruit more Night's Watch soldiers from the towns, and the nobles of that area will be happier to give us better troops. I think I will sink this point into riding, just trying to figure out which skill is really going to be the most useful to us right now. Bow is pretty high up, one-handed. A lot of these have room to progress, so yeah, we'll go with riding. We'll head our way north, continuing up to Winterfell on our very, very long journey from, the Riverlands all the way up to Castle Black, which is the final destination. We've got Torrens Square over there. If we ever want to, take Winterfell, we know the trick. Theon used it. We take Torrens Square, then all the troops from Winterfell will go to Torrens Square, and then simple, we just walk into Winterfell. 2 lords with renowned fighting skills present in this city. I guarantee one of them is Brandon Stark. The wheelchair guy that this game recommends has insane combat stats. And Ramsay. He doesn't have a last name, so I don't know if that's actually like Ramsay Bolton. Like Ramsay Snow. Maybe because he's a bastard, he just doesn't have a last name in this. Because there's not quite a bastard system implemented in Bannerlord. Geez, you can tell like the way the guys take the swings from the sword, like the difference in the plate armor. Dodging arrows. Woo, that flew past our head. Keep moving, men. Push, 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 push. 1 down, 2 down, Brand's down. Northern Horseman taken care of. Move up on the archer. I'm pretty sure I just got shot in the back by our own man. Oh wait, no, he shot me. That guy shot me in the arm. What a jerk, man. We don't really need these Stark boots because we already have them, but we do always need money. So let's just up that right up. There we go. Alright, moving on up. Bring it on, Northern Colonel. Oh, aha! I am a far superior swordsman, sir. You do not know the way of the left-right good night. So old Australian technique, you see, in which you swing left, you swing right, and the guy says good night. Alright, blocking this one. Up, Brand's down already. Renowned fighting skills, everybody. Renowned fighting skills. Just donk our Northern Ranger friend on the head there. That's alright. Keep on going. Who we got next? The Northern Ranger. This is the guy that we just donked on the head. I don't think he's happy about it. He looks very angry. Take the high ground. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. You blocked the wrong way, you fool. Oh, right in the face. Oh, you poor, poor bastard. And that's it. 3 renown, 1,000 gold earned, and some Stark boots. I forgot to sell my goods here, which you'll find out later was a big mistake. However, to be fair, if we sold it, we may have been ridiculously rich, because we'd have upwards of 30-40 grand already. Now, moving on, we'll head up to... Oh, and as I said, the north is in a complicated state. Castle Black has fallen to the Boltons. Eastwatch has fallen to the Umbers. And I believe the Shadow Tower is currently held by the Starks, being besieged by Gren of the Night's Watch. Jor Mormont and his friend Beverly over here. We'll go and see them. We've got to try and wait for him to split off from the group so that we can actually join him properly. Rick is one of the Stone Crows, who are apparently a part of the Night's Watch. They're a mercenary group, though. See, we are the normal crows. They are the Stone Crows. Very, very common misconception. Alright, Jor Mormont's party. Let's go over and have a chat with this beast of a man. My name is Sir Sausage. How are you today? Ah, you don't love war, but you need reliable warriors. You know that warriors are used for war, yes, sir? Okay, well, you clearly need my expertise, so I would be happy to join your service. 470 gold if we fight for them, whenever we defeat a party of enemies. That's a daily income, by the way, so that's pretty nice. If you beat one party, you get 450 gold. If you beat 2 or 3, that's over 1,000. That's pretty nice income, if I do say so myself. Most of these towns have already been raided for troops. We're going to get as many Night's Watch soldiers as we can, so that we can start to replace our current lineup of Riverlands soldiers. We'll go and join up with Gren and help to reclaim the Shadow Tower. The epic siege. Alright, it's only 129 men Starks defending the Shadow Tower, but siege is a siege, and I do love me a siege battle. I wonder how many times in one video I can say the word siege. Someone drop a counter for that down in the comments. Alrighty. We don't really want to command any troops here because it's a siege, and honestly the AI does far better at managing that on its own, as far as, you know, where to send the troops, because if you try and manage it yourself half the time, the guys don't really function very well in siege battles. That is a big Fen warrior. It's easy to tell that this is Gren's army, not someone like Alistair Thorne, because there's so many wildlings in it. And Gren being a good friend to Jon Snow, he respects the wildlings. Oh, catapult shot. Where's it going to go? Who's it going to hit? Missed the battering ram. Oh, this one's not gonna. That one's not gonna. Ooh. I don't know how long we're going to have that battering ram for. Right, we'll push up. We have the Night's Watch horde of archers out the front here, just firing off shots. Here they go, peppering the enemy with arrows. Look at them fly. I'll hide here behind this barrack. Oh my god, that man just got shot in the face. I used to be an adventurer like that guy until he got shot in the knee. Alrighty, moving on up. Let's get this ladder up so that we can scale the walls before the enemy's infantry can relocate. They've only got 130, 140 odd men. So realistically, that most of their infantry is going to be at the gate. That's just how the AI positions them. The second these ladders go up, the AI will start running towards the walls. So we need to get up here and hold them from overrunning this position so that we can just get a steady flow of troops coming up. Hopefully this guy up in front of us can get on. There we go. There we go. Excellent. See, there they are. They're coming up to stop us. We've got to clear it out. Mounted archers down. Alright. We'll try and hold them at bay. We've got more men coming up from the ladders. Excellent. Steady flow of men coming in now. Alright, hammer at them, men. Hold them back. No mercy. For the watch. Kill them all. And once again, apologize for the lack of game sound. No epic clash of swords, but in the next video we have all of that ironed out, so do not worry. And yes, this will be a full series. We're going to be building up our forces until we are capable of taking the wall for ourselves. Once we've taken the wall, we will move north and confront the Night King and his forces. There is, I've heard, a one-man warrior roaming around the north who is actually the Night King. He, I believe, fights on his own, but I have not encountered him myself yet. This is from the mod notes. If you guys want to download this mod, I'll put a link to it in the video description. If you'd like a guide on how to download this mod, there is guides on the Nexus Mods page. Or, if you'd prefer, drop a comment and I will make one for you. Alrighty. I do love me some Game of Thrones content. How are you guys finding House of the Dragon right now? Out of curiosity. Are you finding it to be a little bit rushed? Alright, we're going to get overwhelmed here. Oh, yep. Yeah, I'm finding House of Dragon to be a little bit rushed. You know, we all wanted it to be, on the similar level to Game of Thrones in its storytelling and world building. But we've gotten, I don't know, over 10 years of Rhaenyra Targaryen's life in 3 episodes, essentially, and then it's just skipping around a lot. Now, The Witcher skipped around a lot, but it did it in a way that when it all came together, it made a lot of sense. Rhaenyra's situation is very Kristen Cole loves her, Kristen Cole hates her. Daemon loves her, Daemon hates her, Daemon loves her because 10 years have passed and he's had time to work out all his problems. It doesn't quite make sense. And on that topic, what do you guys think of the Rings of Power as well? Also a pretty awesome show right now. Again, a lot of people have their controversies. I'm not here to tell anyone their opinions are right or wrong. If you enjoy either show or don't enjoy either show, that's 100% up to your opinion. I'm actually finding Rings of Power to be better than I thought. A lot of people are having a go at it because it's not the original trilogy. I never expected it to be the original trilogy. Right? It's the first media recreation we've had of The Lord of the Rings in a long time, not counting The Hobbit, which was a 3-movie trilogy based on a very small book. So there's a lot of stuff just sort of crammed into those movies that didn't add up. But this is a blank slate, realistically, right? Most of the information we have on the Second Age of Middle-earth and the First Age of Middle-earth comes from the Silmaril, or the Silmarillion. So we're getting a lot of cool, interesting facts there. Alright, anyway, back to Game of Thrones talk. Alrighty. So we've taken the Shadow Tower, we'll move in with Gren. Now we hold both the Night Fort and the Shadow Tower. Things are starting to look a little bit better. Alrighty. We'll continue. We'll leave the army for now. We only have 16 men, not 60. That would be quite optimal, to be honest. Oh god. I don't know why when I was playing I did not register that the Foresters were an enemy at this point, and I just ran straight into 230 of them. It really was not optimal. I tried to offer to pay him off, and he didn't want a bar of it. So, we ended up going for a retreat to try and not get captured, per se, and lose everything we had. The guy's basically like, why would I even need to, do that when I could just... He's like, why would I need you to pay me? I could just kill you and take your gold. And I was like, we'll try to escape. We may lose 14 soldiers. We have 17. We didn't actually. I think we lost like 7. Somehow we weren't in range for Gren to assist us here, which, is problematic, to say the least. Disperse. Continue riding. I went to join the fight, but unfortunately I was wounded. So, yeah, that's a problem. I'm trying to maneuver my way out of this situation currently, which is, a bit difficult. We've got Helm Tallheart there coming on across to assist, which is really unfortunate because Gren was doing awesome work. We'll approach. I think I tried to go into the dungeon to get rid of some of our prisoners, but on account of the castle just being taken, the dungeons are full with all the prisoners from that battle. So we're going to move over to Northcliffe And around the Knight Fort, try and pick up some men so that we can move faster. John Mormont claimed the Shadow Tower for his own. Small John Umber's just ridden past us. There's some funny things about that towards the end of this episode. We will face his father in the field. I think it's Great John Umber or Tall John Umber. I went to go to the Night Fort. Then I realized that we don't actually have the ability to recruit from there or pull anything from the garrison as of yet. So we are running around, hopefully going to pick up some more men. Mormon. Ha 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 ha. Alright, now we'll pick up some archers. I do like the Night's Watch Rangers. I'm not a big fan of the crossbowmen. Now, they'll be really effective when we eventually conquer the north and move south because of all the heavy armored knights in the Southlands. But in the north, a lot of the troops we're fighting are free folk and Night's Watch, and they're not really heavily armored. They wear a lot of leather and light stuff. Not counting the Stark infantry, which a lot of them are quite heavily armored. But if we have a good enough position, that shouldn't be a problem. And with our party size only really being at a max of 50, we don't want to fill up our ranks with, 4 or 5 different types of units. We want 2 or 3, because we want basically all of our men to be upgrading at the same time, because the unit itself shares an experience pool. So if we have 20 Night's Watch recruits, and one of them gets a kill, then all of them gain a bit of XP. And the more of them that have the ability to level up, the more of them have the more XP, the faster the XP gain is for the others. So that's my reasoning on that. We want to sort of be able to power level the units we have before having to deal with the rest. So we're going to fight through. Oh, that's right. I'm waiting on troops, and it's painful. I was like, maybe if I wait until the daytime, and then we'll go here. Nope, still no troops. Come on, give me units. These guys hate me, man. The people of Molestown hate me. Move across to Snowwood. Beverly has created an army at Northcliffe. Oh god, Beverly. You really didn't think this one through, did you? Our men are still recovering, Beverly. You can't just go to war with everybody. We only own 2 castles, and I think we're about to lose one, if we haven't already. Pick up all these boys. Going for an infantry corps soon, because we've got a lot of archers built up. Nearly 30 archers at this point, I feel. There's more range. Yeah, see, the Shadow Tower has already been reclaimed by House Stark. Now, you'll notice the Black Stark Sigil and the White Stark Sigil. The Black Stark Sigil is for Jon Snow's faction in the Night's Watch. And obviously, the other one is the original one for the Starks. You've got Robb Stark there riding around after he's just led his army to victory at the Shadow Tower. Beverly over here, I believe, is going to get absolutely destroyed. Yep, Roderick Flint. Hey, that guy's a pain in my ass. Alright, we'll move over here to Northcliffe, try and pick up some more men if we can, although, there is people sitting here. Look, they didn't steal all of the recruits yet. We need more infantry recruits. And then we're going to be looking for someone to fight so we can get some level ups. Excellent, excellent. Alright, let's ride on down to Snowwood. Anyone here? Yep. Excellent. Alrighty. Let's go over to Molestown real quick. We'll pick up some extra manpower here as well. Alright. Yeah, so the Umbers hold that. Castle Black is no longer Bolton, it is now Stark. The Boltons clearly lost it. Now this does become, I believe, a rebel settlement at one point here. We've got the Mormonts chasing me down. Apparently they're traveling to Carhold to besiege, but they're actually just running after me, which is terrifying. I'm running away, which, Unfortunately, I'm running the wrong way because I think I've run into a large group of enemies up here. With Jon Snow there, Robert Glover is just picking off all the small parties. I thought about intervening here, but I very quickly realized I don't have the manpower for it. And Pipar's forces are only at 15. He's already had morale damage taken. His men are likely to break very quickly in the battle, leaving only me and my merry band of 51 men to hold. So I thought, hey, we'll ride around, and then we'll go support Jon Snow in a second when he eventually gets caught out. By the time we get over there, I'm pretty sure he's already been captured, so that's a problem. We made peace with the Ironborn. For some reason, we were at war with the Ironborn. Like, I get it. They're raiders, but, like, they're super far to the south. And the fact of them raiding all the way up near the wall is just weird. Mage Mormont, still sort of running around and going after people. Castle Black is now Rebel. It's got a lot of random auto-genned northern lords and heroes to help rule it currently. But it being in the state it's in, I'm not at war with the people inside, I don't think. So we're able to just sort of run around and pick up a full party. I left one slot spare for a wanderer to recruit to our party. I haven't gotten around to it yet, but in the next episode, I think we'll run and look for a follower, possibly a healer, or an archer commander. Or an infantry commander, and I'll be the archer commander. I'm like, hey, we'll join Yarwick's army. And I think he gets joined by Sir Thoros of Mere, or Beric Dondarrion. Yeah, Beric Dondarrion, there he is. Jon Mormont, and here it is, the battle with Great John Umber. Now, this may not look like a fair fight. We have 300 men, he has 151. But he has knights. White Harbour Knights. He also is in possession of infantry that's, 2 to 3 tiers higher than all of ours. The only advantage we have going for us is our insane level of archers. Also, my jousting skills. So this battle starts off, we're going to skirmish up with these archers. The shields on the back are actually blocking my spear from this angle. Previously in Bannerlord, I've not actually encountered that. Normally I'm used to it, the spear just sort of phasing through. It's really good to see that it's actually working as intended. Obviously you get a lot of issues sometimes with it just does not. Alrighty, so like I said, they've got a lot of horses, knights, but their infantry isn't supporting them. So what's happening is their knights are charging in to deal with me and the other 9 horsemen that we have, and our infantry and archers are just absolutely wrecking their cavalry as they get too close. Which obviously spells doom for their infantry because they no longer have that flanking force that may have broken the morale of our men, given that most of our infantry are peasants. 1 damage. That always counts. Every point of damage counts. That man really wanted me dead. Javelins. Oh, right over his head. Go for another shot. Oh, got him with that one. Swords drawn. This is one evasive guy. Oh no, he's dead. He's very dead. Alrighty, right on up here. Let's go. That guy right there, he's riding straight towards me. Boonk. Sword drawn. Shield also blocks the sword from the back, so you gotta swing it front ways. Dunk. Knock him off the horse. Block any potential spear thrusts from the oncoming enemy cavalry. Bonk. Got that guy. Alrighty, go for this one as well. Oh no! I missed my thrust! It's all about the thrust! Alrighty, let's go. Let's push him. Pushing up, pushing up. Alright guys, there's about one battle left in this video before we wrap it up. Once again, thank you for your patience. If you've stuck around for this long, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe to show your support for the series. I will be releasing videos every 2 to 3 days. As you can tell, whatever technical issues we encounter, we will push through. My system is definitely capable of playing this mod, but playing it on max settings. We can have up to 1,000 soldiers on the battlefield. It's going to make for some epic conflicts. In the late game, hopefully we'll get to see big battles between the Night's Watch, which we never really got to see, considering the Night's Watch by the time of the show is like 500 men max, and the Army of the Dead. We will be facing the Night King and his horde. Look at all our peasants with their little tiny axes, no shields or armor. And then you've got these guys charging us with long spears, heater shields. The AI takes a while to commit our infantry here. Honestly, if I was in command of that, I would have pulled the archers back a little bit sooner because we lost a ridiculous amount of rangers there. But it's all working out. They're getting slowly surrounded and encircled just off the numbers. There's a chance that if they'd formed a circle formation, they may have actually buckled our infantry. Alrighty, let's have a sip of the caffeine. Good shit. What do you guys like, coffee or tea? Let me know. I'm a coffee person, so, you know, if you drink tea, you're definitely Satan. But I'll love you anyway. There's one dude, he just needs to die. Charge. Oh my god, he incapacitated Jor Mormont. And this is why we don't have hero death on, because if we did, we'd already have lost the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. And he's not even fighting north of the wall. He's fighting Umbers. Supposed to be Bannermen to House Stark, aren't they? Alaneth. She's very thankful for all that we have done for her.
Ugh, my name is Mr. Sausage, madam.
We increased our relations. It's always good. Well met. She's in our debt for what we just did. I mean, what we just did was watch the Lord Commander get knocked off his horse before helping, but sure, we'll take the compliment. We'll upgrade our Night's Watch Ranger recruits into proper Rangers of the Watch. We've got we got one of the big shields now. Hell yeah. Now I feel far less concerned about archers. I thought about putting on this worn leather tunic, but honestly, it's kind of crap. It's got good upper arm armor and chest armor, but then like the lower torso armor on it's terrible. Alright, so at this point I was like, oh, it's fine, I'll just, like, you know, quit out of this and I'll go for a run and pick up some more men. I was like, whoa, Wyman Manderley is coming up here with 1,000 men. That's the men of White Harbor, the Knights of White Harbor, and we do not want to mess with them because their soldiers are experts. Possibly the most elite in the north, so we don't really want to mess with them. Let's get some more recruits. And I think we'll wrap this one up soon, guys. Just going to go and look for one more battle. See if there's anything going on. We've got Othel Yarwick's army up there in the north. Jor Mormont was just taken prisoner by... Oh, and Yarwick was taken prisoner. Okay, see, the Night's Watch is falling, men. I feel like at the start of the next episode, we may end up having to go and join the Starks and use their insanely large force to build up our power before eventually betraying them like everyone does because they're the Starks and they're gullible. Alright, this guy has caught us out. They have a lot of men and we cannot win this fight. So I thought, hey, we'll pay this guy to bugger off, get Roderick out of this. Don't want to mess with him. He takes 18,000 gold to get rid of, by the way. This is one greedy man. Alright, now we're going to run. We're going to get caught, but they caught us without enough men. Garwin Glover and Hallis Hornwood have both been lured in. Now they do not have the numerical advantage that they did previously. Position our archers to the front, put them in loose. Our infantry don't have shields, so a shield wall is kind of redundant. Let's get ready. Now we're going to hold our position. We don't want to charge, we don't want to do any of that until their infantry is extremely close, because if we hit charge, our infantry is going to break off in about 20 different directions and go after all the enemy cavalry. And while that seems like a good idea, it's really not unless they're close to our archers, because we don't want to abandon our defensive position on this hill. The enemy archers are already getting pulverized by ours. We will attempt to soften up the enemy cavalry, a lot of them taking lots of arrows right now. Keep firing, men. Stark horseman down. That's a White Harbor elite. Look at him with his trident. That's insane. He has a trident spear. A trident spear. It's just a trident. Sometimes I question my own brain cells' existence. Alright, boys. Let's try and get this cavalry under control. They're slowly getting shot to pieces. I'm going to pull our infantry line forward in just a minute. We'll wait for... Because they're in shield wall, even though a portion of their men don't have shields, we're just going to wait to commit our infantry. So now we'll move forward. Now they're getting closer. And we'll hit charge now that our men are close enough to encircle. We'll come in here and assist. Oh, block that. Hit him, man. Hit him hard. Excellent. Alrighty. Take out this Stark horseman. Excellent. I think we've got him on the run, boys. The Stark cavalry is retreating. That's a win for the Night's Watch. A win for Mr. Sausage. Alright, we've captured Lord Hallis Hornwood. We'll take the Free Folk as fill-in units for now. And we'll take as many of the prisoners as we can. When you hit transfer all, it sends everything possible. Alright guys, we're going to wrap the episode up here, and we'll catch you at the start of the next one, when we will more than likely be starting up our journey with the Starks. Alright, bye for now.